Welcome to Dr. Cush's Exotic Drinks. I'm, of course, Dr. Cush, along with my barback Kyle. I'm not a real doctor, but I did spend almost 2 decades running some of LA's best bars. After years of teaching classes and training bartenders, I want to demystify the cocktail world for you. Let's try a few new things as I open up my bar to everybody. Belly up, chat, and let's have a drink. Welcome, everybody. Oh, she scared me. What, did you guys sneak in? Welcome, everybody, to Dr. Cush's Exotic Drinks. I'm Dr. Cush. We are here tonight at Dr. Cush's Exotic Drinks, and that makes me incredibly relaxed. Hopefully, nothing's going wrong.
Goodbye!
Oh, we have the soundboard and everything. My goodness, what a day we're about to have. Is it just Doug, or is the sound missing? Oh, lanterns. Okay, well, okay. Not everything's right. Hello? There we go. Most things are right, though. Everything back and right with the world. We are here back at the place, doing the thing, and ready to rock. Now, I will be very honest with you. I remember doing the Summer of Punch. I remember it like it was just last season. And I remember that I had more punches to do by the end of the Summer of Punch. I have run into an issue with the fall of Fizz. There are less fizzes than I imagined. Not a lot of classic fizz. I mean, obviously we'll do the rum and Coke off, the Fernet and Coke off at some point. Maybe we'll do a blind taste test of different colas. Okay, we have a couple things left to do, but we really, I mean, we have squeezed this orange dry, as Kyle will always say to me. We have absolutely crushed this orange's soul until the juice within it is no longer. And thus, we have to figure something else out. And so, for a while now, we are going to have to start creating fizzes. And so we did. Why not? We did. We created a fizz. We created one that I wanted desperately to call the Hawaiian Sweater. I think that's a fun sort of look. People wear sweaters in Hawaii. I've been to Hawaii, I think, maybe 2 times. And I don't remember seeing a sweater. I think I was also like 10 and 6 or something when I went to Hawaii. So I don't really remember much about Hawaii. I don't know if people were wearing sweaters. However, I think it's an interesting thing to talk about Hawaiian sweaters. So this one's called the Hawaiian Sweater. It is, of course, a fizz. We're going to be fizzing it up with a little Jarritos. This guy right here. Jarritos. Oh boy, look at that stuff. Pineapple. People call it ananas. I don't. I'm an American. Call it pineapple. And from there, we are going to create the rest of this around sort of fall and going into Christmas flavors. The problem with being done with Fall of Fizz is we don't really have a thing to do next. So I figure since the Fall of Fizz will take us sort of close to the holidays, we will finish the Fall of Fizz here in the next couple days, or in the next couple shows, and then we will do, for the rest of the season, Christmas drinks. So hopefully you guys are good on that. We have eggnogs and that kind of thing. You know, Christmas drinks. That's what we're going to get up to. Lots of Christmas cheer, lots of Christmas presents, lots of holiday cheer, lots of holiday greetings. I don't know. Speaking of cheers, let me say hello to our people. Cheers, cheers, cheers! Cushies from our good friend and resident chef. Now, she is doing something that I think sounds amazing. She's currently making inside-out egg rolls. I won't lie, I looked it up. It seems like it is egg roll bowls. Now, I have made egg roll bowls, but if those are now called inside-out egg rolls, I'm taking credit for them. Remember when I made egg roll bowls? Now they're inside-out egg rolls, and they are deconstructed, and they are a play on the classic egg roll. That makes you sound much cooler when you say something is a play on something. So now I'm cool, I guess. I mean, I didn't ask for it, but we all find ourselves sometimes being the coolest kid on the block. Let me say hello to our good friend Moose. Hello, Moose. It's a pleasure to see you. Happy Tiki Tuesday to you as well, Amy Beer. Amy Beer is ready, hanging out with Bon Bon and Moose in the VIP. The VIP just showing up early for right now. I think eventually we will get a Discord going, and that will be a full manner in which to hang out and, you know, invite people on. We're going to figure it out. Amy Beer, currently working on Tiki headbands for Arizona Tiki Oasis. I have been not on top of things, have not turned in my seminar proposal. It's due at the end of the month, so I got to start really writing. Evidently, Tiki Tom is Santa Claus. Oh, I'm watching Santa Claus is coming to town tonight. I thought Tiki Tom might have been Santa Claus, and we might have broken a news story wide open. We did not. That's okay. He's watching Santa Claus. Is that, oh, Santa Claus is coming to town. I don't know that one. I might know it. They're all basically named the same thing. Let's see. We got Shawnee Panda Baker needs to bust out the DVD and watch it. Oh my gosh. What? I don't. Can somebody explain to me what happens in Santa Claus is Coming to Town? That's not the Tim Allen one. I think that's the Santa Claus. Bonbon thinks it sounds like the perfect drink for today. Yeah, I think so. Tiki Tom Hubbard is drinking Zombie Santas. Oh my goodness. Kyle's asking for something. We will give it to him. That is a tiki tiki taka taka tiki tiki tuka 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 taka taka tiki. Dougie G in the place to be. Howdy y'all to you, my friend. Thought about Plantaray OFTD painkillers, but I have a long and early day tomorrow. Those don't really mix. So good luck to you. On whatever journey you're about to be, Shawnee Panda Baker, you can drink straight into the night and wake up with a rough day. Not going to be good for you, but it's not illegal. It's not illegal. Cheers to you, Susan Lang. I just left Susan Lang's house. She let me borrow some of her booze. Is it just me? Is the sound missing? We talked about that earlier. We got lanterns. Great. Good. I did escape Arizona. Almost didn't. Palm Springs. No fun to drive through. But anyway, Shawnee Panda Baker says ginger beer is fizzy. That is correct. Ginger beer is fizzy. Do we have to do all the ginger beer drinks? My goodness. Have we done the Suffering Bastard yet? We will. Will we have the Winter of Whiskey? I don't think so. The Winter of Whiskey sounds comfortable. Okay, well, maybe. Delicious egg roll bowls are the same thing. Perfect. Whew. Egg roll bowls and inside out egg rolls are the same thing. I did 25 days of rum drinks for Christmas the other year. I cut it back last year. That's smart. And then maybe Tiki Tom thinks we should be doing claymation cocktails. I don't know if I can do that one. Oh, Fred Astaire and Mickey Rooney. Oh, I don't think I've seen that one. Okay, everybody wants the Winter of Whiskey. All right, we'll figure out the Winter of Whiskey. It's only going to be a short little winter. Because then we're starting with New Year's cocktails, and that's a whole thing. So maybe Winter of Whiskey, maybe we do a very short Winter of Whiskey. Because I have to buy a lot of whiskey then. I have all this rum. I have all this rum, and now suddenly everybody wants whiskey. My goodness, what are we up to? All right, let's get into this cocktail. What is this cocktail? What exactly is this cocktail? I don't know. This is a cocktail that just mathematically seemed like it might work to me. Kyle, I don't need your opinion right now. Thank you for it, but I don't need it right now. I understand that winter goes through February. Fall goes through frickin' December. It's too long. Anyway, what is this cocktail? This cocktail is an amalgamation of a number of things. Basically, whilst I was scouring the internet, books, just thoughts, just like dreams and whatnot, I came across a few ingredients that I thought might do well inside of a fizz cocktail. There are not, surprisingly enough, although I think that tiki people would also... I gotta think. I mean, listen, I know one of the biggest tiki people there is. Right here. Our good friend Bon Bon. Bon Bon has a tiki bar in her house. I also assume that Bon Bon and other tiki people in the same ilk as Bon Bon would be Christmas people. However, there's the Malakaliki Maka. There's that one. There's the Christmas Island Punch. There's a couple of them. The Rum Runner, the Rum Runner, the Rum Rudolph or something. There's a few different tiki drinks that fall into the Christmas category. However, there's not a lot of tiki fizzes that do it. So why not? Let's see if we can let's see if we can take one. Let's see if we can figure out one. So I came across a woman. This isn't somebody that's new. The Barefoot Contessa. Everybody know Barefoot Contessa? Apparently she has the Barefoot cocktails. There's a whole blog on them. Sometimes I read them. Sometimes they're horrible. Sometimes they're fine. She's not known for. She's known for putting butter into things. All right. She's not known as a cocktail artist. But she had this drink that I thought sounded pretty good. It had a lot of nonino and a little bit of allspice. That was basically the drink. A little bit of fig syrup. We're not doing that. And then I thought, ooh, I think maybe I can mix some of these things around and we can have a classic tiki fizz for Christmas. And that's the story of this drink. There really isn't a lot to it. Let's get into it. We are going to, I'll talk about why proportions, when proportions, how proportions. Talk about all the 5 general questions, plus why about these cocktails, and we will get into how the drink tastes, etc., etc., etc. So we're going to go ahead and shake this one. Bing. Start with an empty glass. Sometimes I feel like I just have to fill time. Start with an empty shaker situation. We're going to be using some Whiffin cubes tonight. Those are the Half Moon cubes named after our good friend Witchy the Whiff. If you haven't said a little thought, if you haven't thought a little thought, he has a bottle back here named after his kitten named Lola. We are a cat bar, no doubt about it. Not that we don't like dogs. We just never really owned dogs, so we are a cat bar. So think about little Lola. Let's get into it. We are going to start off cheapest ingredients first. Best if you can. That's the way to do it. And the cheapest ingredient that we have right now, and cheaper because we do it the right way now, is iJuice. iJuice, of course, is for limes. This is lime juice. Now, this is our pseudo juice. I have not refrigerated pseudo juice. I'm just saying it out loud. I have tested it a number of times. I have not refrigerated my pseudo juice. It just sits out in the world, doing nothing, no refrigeration. It tastes almost exactly the same as when I made it like a month ago. And I think that's it. Cheaper? I don't know. Anyway, tastes almost the exact same as it did a while ago, and it is still much, much cheaper than buying any kind of limes. I saw that limes have gone up. The prices have gone up. I don't know where we're getting our limes from, but I think lime distributors are getting very, very nervous. And so here we are. We're going to start off with our lime juice. We are going to put in 3/4 of an ounce of lime juice. If you want to use a real lime, listen. Let me remind you, if you want to use a lime, let me remind you, this channel will always remain free. But if you can help out, there's a couple ways you can do it. I have a Patreon right down there if you want to get your name in a bottle or other special features that are coming. Or I also have a Venmo and a PayPal. All right? Just if you're using real limes, just a suggestion. 3/4 of an ounce of some, I'm just spilling pseudo juice all over the place. 3/4 of an ounce of some lime juice. The other thing I like about pseudo juice, this is not a pseudo juice show. Yeah, like I said, we got to fill some time. It's not a pseudo juice show. Pseudo juice is also pretty clear. And what do I really like? I love clear cocktails. What do I like about them? I don't know. They seem magical to me. So many flavors in cocktails that look exactly alike. Does a Paper Plane and a Manhattan kind of look alike? It does kind of look alike. And then when you taste them, you're like, oh, there's different things in here. But when you can taste a pina colada and then a like a clarified pina colada, or you can taste the what the El Infante, was that what it is? The clarified one, like best cocktail in the world a few years ago. The clarified version of the margarita, and they look exactly alike. That's magic. That's magic, baby. Okay, let's get into more. Okay, everything else here is expensive. So everything else you put in at your own risk and your own time. Right here, I got Amaro Nonino. The fun thing about Amaro, the Amari, is almost everybody makes one. I don't work for them. I brand ambassador for a company called Rangoni. With Rangoni. I guess I don't, yeah. I brand ambassador with Rangoni. And they also have an Amaro. A lot of places have Amaro. A lot of places have an Amaro. Many places have Amari. Everybody has a different, sort of a different flavor profile. If you go on to like, I don't have Montenegro, right? I don't have Montenegro. Please, oh please, oh please, somebody suggest a replacement or a substitute for Montenegro. The first like 5 comments would be, you're an idiot, okay? Get off the internet. There is no replacement for Montenegro. You can't do it. Shut up. I hate your profile. And now I'm downvoting you on everything. That's the first 5 things you'll hear about it. After that, you will start to get suggestions, but no real, definite switches in and out. So Amaro Nonino is not like it's a crazy special version of Amaro. It's made by the Nonino, a wine company, or I guess liquor company. They make all kinds of different things. But this one took off after a guy named Sammy Ross, friend of mine. I took one picture with him. Put it in a cocktail called the Paper Plane. And after that, everyone's like, well, you can't make a paper plane without some Nonino. You can't do it. So now every time Sammy Ross is going to go out and he's going to license his little cocktails, little cocktail cans or whatnot, he's got to go talk to the Nonino people. All right, you want to put in a different version of rye into that? Okay, well, we can deal with that. You want to put in a slightly different, I don't know, lemon juice? Great. Okay. But you can't switch out the Nonino. So what I'm saying is I'm giving you absolute permission to, if you do not have Amaro Nonino, to find just another Amaro. All right. This cocktail works on with a lot of different Amari. So don't get all sticklery about it. And don't you put up with those internet trolls, those internet bullies that tell you that there is no substitute for every Amaro. Every Amaro is so unique and beautiful. Every Amaro is a fingerprint. Every Amaro is a butterfly. All right. Every Amaro is different, yes, but Amaros can be switched in and out. I will take the heat on that one. Half an ounce of an Amaro of your choice, please. Almost couldn't get this bottle top off today. We're not going to put it on very tight. There we go. I think Amaro, let's just check. Nonino comes in at a whopping 35% alcohol. So there's a little sugar in there. Sugar makes the top stick. Let's get into here. We got our good friend and Christmas ambassador to the liquors. This is our good friend Allspice Dram. We love an Allspice Dram. We stan an Allspice Dram. Excuse me, one second. Let me just say, I always forget to do this, and then I always feel like an idiot. Okay, never mind. I was going to say hello to all the people on Instagram. There are 0. I have a Reddit page saved that gives Amaro replacements, but there's not a replacement for Montenegro. LOL. Do you think I just picked Montenegro as a as a non-specific? I did not randomly choose Montenegro. Montenegro. Oh man, everybody meet me over here. Montenegro is so. The people that are into to Amaro Montenegro are insane about Amaro Montenegro. It's fine. It's good. Okay, it's fine. It's not irreplaceable, internet. You know what? We're going to do maybe the spring of Amaro. I don't know if we're going to do that. Don't hold me to that. But eventually we will do an Amaro whole chapter of this saga. And we're going to find a replacement for Montenegro. I don't understand. Very esoteric fight I'm having with myself right now. Go ahead and put it. Oh, sorry. Allspice Dram. Allspice Dram. Sometimes called Pimento Dram. This is Christmas incarnate. Absolutely a delicious ingredient. I have to warn you, like I do every time we pull this bottle out. I think I've had this bottle right here. This bottle close to 3 years. All right. We don't go through a lot of allspice dram. Tastes a lot like Christmas. And why is Christmas only one day? Even though there is a song called the 12 Days of Christmas, do we only celebrate Christmas one day? We started off with 12, clearly. There's a whole song about it. Leaping lizards, flying geese, basically 100 birds. Why is there only one day of Christmas? Because it can be too much. All right? Same with this stuff. You don't want a lot of St. Elizabeth's Allspice Dram or any pimento dram at all. We're going to go ahead and put in 1 1/2 ounce of some allspice dram. Oh gosh. Paul is suggesting that we possibly do the April of Amaro. We're getting very specific with these. But I guess the April of Amaro does sound about right. All right. Somebody remind me sometime in early March about the April of Amaro. Bonbon suggests you add allspice dram to your toddies. A super suggestion. Absolutely. Let me say hello to the Low Carb Cocktail Guy. I'm sure he has an allspice dram that is low carb. Pop on over to Low Carb Cocktail Guy's channel and say hi. Okay. We're doing great. This is kind of where the Barefoot Contessa ended. She had different proportions. She had a lot of Nonino. And I would suggest to her that these classes will always remain free, but if she can't help out, I got a Patreon. All right. Nonino is expensive. Only 35% alcohol as well. So, Barefoot Contessa, share the wealth, pal. I decided to, because this isn't I wanted to call it the Hawaiian sweater. And instead I call it a Tiki Sweater because we're just going to grab a little rum here. This is Myers. Find yourself a dark rum. Now, I can hear the questions just grinding away on everybody's teeth. Like TMJ, they are just getting their jaws racked by wanting to ask this question. Can I use another rum? Yes, please. If I am making an original of my cocktails on this show, I give you all permission to use whatever you want. All right? Please, get out there and do it. But I'm using Myers rum because Meyer rum is available at the local supermarket for me. That is why we use it. It is also often the cheapest dark rum. And is that a bad thing? No. I make a lot of cocktails. All right? And this bar, it's not open to the public. It's very, we're paying inward. And that's not how that's supposed to work. Anyway, we're going to go ahead and grab our big old bottle of Myers. We need a full 2 ounces. Hit that with 2 ounces of some dark rum. Excellent. May I suggest some other rums for you for this one? I think that Smith & Cross would be really good in this. I think that Appleton would be good in this. I think any type of delicious Jamaican rum that you like. Let me jump off Jamaica. Let me suggest that perhaps a Barbadian rum would work very well in this. All right. Find something that's got a little zhuzh, a little ness, a little je ne sais quoi, if you will. I will. But if you will as well, meet me there. Okay. We got our cocktail. There is obviously some lime in here, so you can shake this one if you want. I'm going to shake it because we're going to be adding it to a little bit of some pineapple soda here in a minute. So we're already watering it down a little bit. We can deal with a little bit of water off. However, if you don't want the pineapple soda, I have had this just today, trying it out. I had it by itself, and it's delicious. So if you don't want, if you're done with the fall of Fizz, you're already sick of fizzes, I get it. This, delicious as is. And in that case, even though there is lime in it, I would stir. Give it a lot of ice. Lots and lots of helado. That's Spanish for ice. Drop some ice on the floor right there. That was very nice. $55 in Nevada. That's too much. That is too much. I think at the Bevmo near me, it is $34 for the 175. So perhaps then, Bon, find something cheaper. Give us a big old shake. Sorry, when I said big old shake, big old is not a whole lot going on. Just gonna go one of these. We just want to get this moving, get this shaking a little bit. Couple bubbles in there. That's all we need. Feeling great. Do the cool bartender trick where it drips. Okay. We are going to do clean ice. Brand new ice. Did pre-Thanksgiving, yes, we did. Pre-Thanksgiving me did make ice for post-Thanksgiving me, and I appreciate it for him. This is how we're making ice these days, everybody. We are making it the normal way, but we're putting 5 little holes here in the bottom, and then, there we go. Then we get these beautiful clear cubes that have a little shape to them that are, and this is the annoying part, slightly too large for every glass that I use. Not great, but that's okay, because we can always take them out and make them famous. Do I have my ice knife? I do not, so we're going to have to use our serrated knife. Not the ideal knife for ice cutting, but here we go. Let's win an award real quick. Let's just get that down a touch. There we go. We're just going to shave the corners off. That's all we want. Just a couple corners. These are, I believe, I have to believe that these were donated to me by our good friend Bon, because I don't remember buying them. And if I don't remember buying them, it usually means it came from Bon. Okay. We're going to, oh gosh, there's a little, somehow, the little corner got stuck in there. A little nublin got stuck in there. We're just going to shave. Really, all it is just the tiniest bits of corners that need to come off of each of these pieces of ice. For some reason, the ice makers and the glass makers are the same people that the hot dog makers and the hot dog bun makers are. They understand that you use you use these for the same purpose. Why oh why then are we not making them in the same sizes and proportions? All right, we are going, we got to pour this in first. Obviously, we don't pour over ice, everybody. I had a whole panic attack watching I think it was a tequila commercial where they poured these drinks right over ice. Looked ridiculous. I don't know why they don't hire me to come be a cocktail consultant. Is that a thing anymore? Doubt it. Pour this guy right in. Excellent. Look at that. Not super Christmas colored as we think of Christmas coloring, but then we're going to drop our dang it. Came so close. Just going to shave a little bit more off these ices. Beauty is pain, people. Beauty is pain. You want those beautiful internet cocktails? You gotta have the really clean pieces of ice. I cut 3. I think I only need 2. There we go. Look at that. Oh, let's look at it. It's stuck somewhere. There we go. Beautiful. Put this piece of ice back. No need to waste. Ice is a precious commodity, especially cut ice like that. All right, you can go ahead, of course, and hang out there. However, I want to try this stuff. This is Jarritos. Jarritos. They have all kinds of flavors. I'll be very honest. Today, I was looking for the apple one. They did not have the manzana. They only had the ananas. Ananas, of course, Spanish for pineapple. And let me say this real quick. Also every other language for pineapple. If you are looking for a pineapple in any language, in any land on earth, except for English-speaking countries, you can say ananas, and you will get a pineapple. Unfortunately, here you have to say pineapple. You got to learn it. English is hard, all right? It's a great language. A lot of very, very beautiful things to be said in the English language. But part of that is you have to learn that pineapples are not ananas. They're pineapples. We're going to put in about 4 ounces of our pineapple soda water. That'll do a lovely fizz. There we go. Now, I should have done it. Oh, I should have. We're going to do a whole demonstration of this. All right? We are going to do a whole demonstration of this. I'm going to bring it in real quick. See if it, unfortunately, this is clear ice, so it's tough to see. See this little divot right here? Let me see if I can make the divot come alive. We're going to pull it out of there. Pull it out. My family laughed at me when I was so upset about this commercial. It's clear ice. You can't see it. There's a whole divot right there. Trust me, there's a freaking divot right there. I promise you, there's a divot right there. That divot is where I poured the Doritos. All right? Motion equals friction. Friction equals heat. Heat equals melting. All right? That's why we didn't put our ice in first. We put our ice in after we had added our first ingredients. And, of course, we poured the ice in over top. And that's then we get this problem. Crazy. We're going to give this a stir. Obviously, we want some of that bottom stuff. See the 2 different tones we have going on here? We want some of that bottom stuff coming up here on the top stuff. Let's see if we can stir both ice pieces at once. Not as easy as it looks. Yes. There we go. Okay. And there we have it. This right here, cocktail called the Tiki Sweater. It is a perfect tiki drink, in my opinion, just my opinion, to be drinking sometime around the holidays, whichever holidays you got. Now we're going to put in one of these straws all the way down to the bottom. And then why not? We'll put in, this was a gift also from my good friends, the Greens. We'll put in one little flamingo right there. And why not? Flamingos absolutely do get sunburned. Look it up. Put a little sunbrella on top of the flamingo right there. And well, we got a little time. Put a little octopus on there too. I've heard people say, of course, that the plural of octopus is octopi. But we know that that is not true. The plural of octopus is octopedus. Octopedus. So just get used to that. That's just one thing in the world that you have to know now. Even if you didn't want to know it, now you know it. Octopedus is the plural of octopus. We got one of those. Oh, yeah, look at that. Beautiful. That's the drink. Oh, you know what? It's my drink. I just made sure that this thing was working. There we go. Just want a quick award there real quick. There we go. Oh, yeah, look at that. This thing needs a little work. Stopped spinning a while ago. There we go. Ooh, we've done it. We figured it out. This is the sweater. The Tiki Sweater. Cheers to you. Let's see if we did it. Let me just say, I'm no genius. I'm no Merlin. I'm no brilliant cocktail. Okay, fine. I got a bit of a personality, and I had the time to build a camera rig in front of a bar. This drink works because I followed a fairly simple convention that goes along with fizzes. Did you pick it up on it at all? 2, 1, 3/4. 2 parts rum, 1 part sweet, which is also my Amari, the 2 Amari that I use, 1 Amari and 1 dram, and then 3/4 of an ounce of some lime juice topped off with a soda water. I could have put almost anything in those proportions into this, and we would have had a pretty good drink. All right, we've had a pretty good drink. You put Malort in here, okay, even with Malort, you could have a pretty good drink. All right, you at least have a structurally sound drink. This one is particularly good, though, and particularly works with Christmas. Every time I think about a Christmas cocktail, I always immediately think of our good friend, Allspice Dram. It always seems to work in cocktails that you want to be Christmassy. So find a sweetener in a cocktail that you already like, replace it with some Allspice Dram, and you got yourself a stew. That's what we got there. This thing is freaking delicious. It's almost a volcano color. I agree. Let me say hello to our good friend, Brendan Kavanaugh. So glad I caught this today. I only have one recipe that calls for pineapple soda. Now that number has doubled. I've doubled Brendan Kavanaugh's ingredient or a recipe list. That's great. It's a good feeling. And honestly, I'm going to take that. I'm going to put it into my little feelings pouch. And later, when I feel like I've produced nothing, pull that one back out. Thank you to our good friend, Brendan Kavanaugh. That's a vivid picture. It is a vivid picture of a volcano color. All right, guys, this is it. If you want to make this cocktail, but don't want to put any garnishes on it in honor of me, I will accept that honor. I wanted to put it on here because it's mine, and I want people to remember it. But if you don't want to put any garnishes on there, I agree. There we go. Okay. Check Instagram. Nobody. Thank you, Instagram. Thank you, Instagram, for crushing my... You know what I'm going to need? I'm going to need something right now. Ah, yes. Remember when I doubled Brendan Kavanaugh's recipes? Gosh, I've already used that. I thought I would maybe be able to sit on that for a while. Anyway. That's what I got for you guys. Let's talk about the rest of the week. The rest of the week looks pretty similar to all other weeks, except for on Friday. On Friday, I will have my very good friend and famous voice actor, friends with SpongeBob. I will have our good friend, Bill. I know his son very well. Really, I hired his son. That's how we became such good friends. I'll have my good friend, Bill Holmes, the voice doctor. We will have two doctors talking. Neither one of us went to med school. Not positive that all of us graduated college, but definitely he is the voice doctor. And he will be on, he's a tequila guy. So if you're a tequila fan, know that this Saturday will be very tequila full. And we will be having our good friend Bill on, Bill Holmes. So check him out. Watch Rick and Morty. He is he's a recurring character on Rick and Morty. So if you're fans of Rick and Morty, send in your questions. If you guys have any questions for our good friend Bill Holmes, send them to me. I would love to ask them for you. And that, my friends, is what I got for you. Today, we are, oh my God, we went so long. I thought I would have nothing to talk about, and then we went, remember in Montenegro? Okay, that's what I got for you guys. Thank you so much for joining here at Dr. Cush's Exotic Dreams. Remember, these guys will always make free, but if you can't help with Patreon. If you can't help it that way, then, tell your friends about it. Thank you guys so much, and we will see you when? I don't have a thing here that says when. Let's just see if I have one real quick.
Are you Dr. Jinga Janga?
Oh. I do have one. 1 second. I will see you.
I'm having a party, and you're invited.
I'll see you at the party. Bye.
Are you trying to drive me crazy? I know you are, but what am I? I know you are, but what am I? Why don't you take a picture? It'll last longer. Okay. Yeah.